I need to open my shitty bottle of Kronenberg beer. Now, I have my bottle opener. But this bottle opener, alright, is designed to be fitted into a piece of wood or some sort of material. So you can make a bottle opener, whether it be a wall-mounted one or whatever, just be quirky if you like. It could be a cat's bumhole, who knows? Anyway, crack it off. Well, you see, unfortunately, I bought this bit here from, dare I admit it, TEMU. Yes, and what a mistake that is. Now, I have drilled, okay, 2 holes with this bit. The first hole I drilled was this one, alright? And it's supposed to be 40 millimetres. Unfortunately, this one has turned out to be 42 millimetres, alright? The bit itself, if you measure it, is about 40 millimetres. So why is it producing a hole at 42 millimetres? Well, once I found out what the problem was, I realised there was another problem with this bit from TEMU. Yes, it's shit. It has to be said. It's absolute shit. So, the first problem was, when I first put this bit in, alright, I thought it was a bit strange when I looked at it, okay? It came in a nice little plastic box like so, alright? I took it out, oh, that looks alright-ish. Anyway, all that part here was covered in this blue shit, alright? Served no purpose whatsoever, other than having lumpy paint, making this actual area here, this shaft, not particularly, had to put it central when you put it in the jack. It's got skew if, alright? Needless to say, it wobbled. Alright, now it might be okay if you attach an appendage onto it for the missus. She might like it, okay? But not me. Not my thing. No, I want my tool to be dead straight. Not that tool. No, that's a different channel. Well, you see, this particular casting, alright, they've casted that part here all into, yes, that's cast, that's not machined, okay? So, they've cast this, alright, it's likely to be moving constantly anyway, as it kind of like seasons over a period of time. And then they've machined this bit from the same casting. Now, where's the guarantee that that is going to be true with that? It should really all be machined in one piece, really, okay, out of a block. That can be done. It doesn't have to be cast. And I can see it's cast, the way it's all dimply, and you see all extrusion marks and stuff like that, or casting marks. So yeah, it's clearly cast. So, that's the first problem. So what do? I swiftly put it on the old wire brush on my bench grinder and cleaned off the paint. Put it back in, right? Think it's all going to be hunky-dory. Like that, put it back in there. Alright. Drill me hole. So I drilled my second hole, which was that one. I measured it. Alright. And I thought to myself, okay, it's got to be better now, isn't it? Oh. It's no longer 42 millimetres, it's now 41 millimetres. So although it's improved at no end, it still isn't correct. You see, the idea of this, that is going to be sitting in this hole. And as you can see on this one, it is so flippin' slack. That is just sloppy as hell. I like to do a good job if I can, and that's embarrassingly bad. If I made some things for Etsy and sent them off like that, I would not become. I would be unhappy. All right. And if I'm not happy, I know the customer's not going to be happy, are they? Plain and simple. The second one, a little bit better, okay, but still a little bit of slack around it. Okay, maybe that could suffice, but I'm still not happy. All right. It's not good enough. I want it to be a snug fit. All right. Here comes my light. Here comes all my light. Yes, I got a PR sensor in the workshop, and the reason for that is because I keep wandering outside and then I get distracted and doing other stuff. And all my lights in here, about 300 watts of lights, LEDs, all then left on for hours on end, which isn't a great idea. So that's why I got a PR sensor, if you're wondering. And no, it doesn't go off when I'm operating table saws. So I tried again. I tried to drill another hole. Exactly the same problem. All right. Okay. So I thought myself, let's have a closer look at this. So I grabbed my little square from TEMU. The irony. Anyway. And I thought to myself, is this actually central? This handle's going to drive me insane, isn't it? It's in the way. What can I do about that? Can I lock it off? I don't think I can I? No, that just stops it going down deeper. Yeah, that's not going to help. Oh, anyway. I'll move you around. That might be the easiest way. Because I'm not editing this video. I do apologise, but I'm not. I'll bring you closer anyway. It might make more sense, mightn't it? There you go. Alright, so. I'll bring you around there like that. You can see that the bit here, okay? And we have my square. So I thought to myself, what I'll do is I'll place the square on the side of the actual bit, like so. Let's put it on this side, might be easier to see. About there, maybe, okay? And I place it on the side there, so it's just touching one of them wing cutters just there, right? It's just touching. So I thought I'd twist it around and see, holding this down firmly, is the other side touching? Oh, it's trying to push it out of the way. So it needs to say, that cutter there protrudes further than the wing cutter. So let's go the other way. What happens to that one on that side? Doesn't touch it at all. This is how bad these things are. Avoid this stuff from TEMU. I know it's tempting, and I can't buy this stuff off there just so I can make videos, really, knowing full well they're going to be shit. So yeah, I done it off that one, didn't I? Just touching that one. And that one isn't even, well, crikey, it's about 1/64 for half a millimetre gap between that and that. You know, and the little tungsten carbide cutter. Yeah, it should be touching, right? It's not. And then I come around, and now that one's trying to push it out of the way again. Oh my god. Now let's have a look at that one, right? Okay, because obviously that must be different to the other side then. Okay, let's bring it around that way. Yeah, Mike. Oh, wow, you need to see this. This is really bad. Right, how can I do this? Bring it around here so you can see it a bit better. Yeah, maybe that's a bit there. So it's on that wing cutter there, all right? Push up against that wing cutter there. I think you can see that. All right, so it's just touching, all right? Now the other wing cutter has got like a massive gap between the wing cutter and the square. About good half a millimetre. Let's have a look. Can't see down there. Oh, no, more than that. It's like a millimetre. Oh my god. Well, say millimetre. Just under a millimetre, I would say it is. Blimey. It's about the thickness of a piece of card. The gap between that and that. Now this cutter cost €9, and including delivery, because you have to spend €15 on TEMU before you get free delivery. So, yeah, you just have to make your pan, you're up into €15. Thinking that it's something that you can't really get wrong, but they clearly have. So this TEMU cutter, I would say, is worth diddly squat unless you want 41mm. I want 40mm, like it says on the side of the shaft here. So yes, avoid like the plague, I would say. It's going to be absolutely useless to me, unless I can find a way of grinding this up in a way that is correct. The thing is, that distance from there to that distance there might be correct, but you see it's not running true. It's wobbling, basically. It's not. If you drew straight on right through this to that point there, to the centre of that, it'd be off. It won't be correct. And that's basically what's happening. So, so annoying. I know it's cheap, but it's still got to do its job, you know? So let's turn it on and have a look at this. I'll show you what I mean with my little block of wood. So we'll just drill this hole, a little recess, and you can see for yourself what's happening. Alright? I'm going to loosely hold it. You'll see, even when I hold it tight, it does exactly the same thing. Same hole, but I'll do it both ways if you like. Right, so let's just bring that down. If I put that in there, just so it's touching the point, watch the piece of wood. Hopefully it doesn't move. See that wobble? That shouldn't be wobbling. Okay? That shouldn't be wobbling. That should be almost still. It should be trying to turn, but it shouldn't be oscillating. So that's what's doing that. It's oscillating. Right? So needless to say, as you come down, no matter how hard you hold it, it's still trying to oscillate. Crikey. You could. I've even put it in the vice that's doing it. So it's cutting. Okay, it's creating its first cut. So look at this. It's such a strange bit on here. Oh, it's got a perimeter cut there. What I noticed on this one, I don't know if you can see it on there. That recess there, it's got two, and that one, you can see it's almost got like two cut lines, where it's creating the internal cut and that external cut. And I was doing the same on that one and that one. This one hasn't done it yet. Ah, it's doing it. So you've got an internal cut, an external cut. That just tells me that the, I can see it wobbling on there. You can see it moving, but sideways. Anyway, what's happening is the internal cutters, the main cutters, are not aligned with the external cut, the wing cutters, and it's producing such a bad hole. It's got in it, yeah. Cut's nice, it goes nicely, with relative ease. The deeper you go, obviously, I would imagine the hole would improve. No, it doesn't. No, it's still wobbly like that. Loads of movement in that. Alright, so the only reason, alright, because when I look at the actual cutter with a pair of verniers, it was, what size is that there? That is 40mm. Yeah, that is actually 40mm. But what's across these cutters? Because it's almost like they're not actually in line with the other cutters. Alright, so, okay. Yeah, that one's slightly under. This one's just under 40mm between that cutting face, or cutting edge, and that cutting edge. And these wing cutters here, I don't think that's really the problem. I think it's just the fact that it's just wobbling, quite frankly. These wing cutters are actually just over 40mm. Fractionally over. So it's not 40mm anyway. Yeah. But 40.2, I'd say. Something like that. It's just shit, isn't it? It really is shit. These are spot on 40mm. I'm pretty certain of. I'll check that. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, crikey. Right, I think I need to get myself a Bosch. What say you? Should I just give myself, order a half decent one? I think that's a necessity, Blimey. You see, because I want to make some funny bottle openers, with the laser and stuff, and then stick these in. I've got the other kind, but I'll be quite cool with these as well. That way I can keep the weight down as well for some of them. Different options, different ideas, you see. Anyway, do you buy anything off TEMU? Let me know in the comments down below. What have you bought off TEMU? That cheap online, crikey, shop. That sells all that really nasty stuff from China. To be fair, actually, I've had some quite good stuff out of there. Like this little square here, that was a £5. And I added the magnets in the bottom, so I use it with my scroll saw. That's actually been really useful, and it's cheap, And you also use it as a clamping corner as well if you want, with the little holes in, you see. But everything else, well, I say everything else, I had a sandblaster thing that was absolutely useless. What else was there that I got? Oh, all sorts of stuff I've been getting from TEMU. Magnets are fine, they're cool. Such as these little magnets there, they're all from TEMU. Because they're pretty much, they're just magnets, aren't they? Near magnets, and they're magnetised. So I can't really complain about them. But on the whole, a lot of the stuff I've been getting from there has been pretty poor quality, to be honest. And especially tool-wise, where you require a little bit of accuracy. It just ain't. Oh, hang on, my airline that I got for my my laboratory, that is pretty good, I have to say. That I'm quite happy with that. But apart from that, TEMU is shit. Prove me wrong. Toodaloo. Please beat the like button before you go, though, wouldn't you? Toodaloo.